my name's Jane and I'm going to show you how to do a chair-based workout. So this sort of workout is ideal for people who either can't get around too much or who just want an introduction to fitness without having to jump in with really difficult fitness exercises that you can see online at the moment. So for this, you need some household things. If you are do have some weights, or you have something like this, a resistance band that you might have had from a physiotherapist, or just happen to have one at home, those are great. Otherwise, you can use a couple of tins and a pair of tights. Okay, so if you've got a pair of tights hanging around, nice and elastic and work much in the same way as a normal resistance band. So I'm going to take you through a little bit of a warm-up first of all. So it's really important to warm up whatever exercise you're doing, but you can do all of it from your chair. So sitting up nice and tall, bring yourself slightly forward in the chair and then just stepping on the spot. So the faster you go, the quicker your heart rate will come up, but you don't have to go fast. Just get yourself moving a little bit. Really important to sit up nice and tall. That way your back won't come in under any problems at all. So you just want to do a few of these, maybe 20 to 30, and you'll just feel your heart rate starting to come up. You might start to breathe a little faster. Those are all normal things for exercise, so don't be worried by that at all. Okay, next one, we're going to straighten and bend the legs. So just tapping the legs forward. So you see I'm moving my arms as well. This is just making my heart rate come up a little bit quicker. You can just keep your hands resting on your thighs if you wish, but ideally we're getting the whole of the body warmed up. If you're feeling okay, kick the legs up a bit higher, so just nice leg swings. You can tap down, so if like me, your chair's quite tall, or little short legs, like mine, you can just tap the toes down. If you can get the whole foot down, that's great too. Okay, bring yourself into a sit. Sit back a little further into your chair so your back's supported. We're going to do arm hugs. So hands in front of you, take them nice and wide, shoulder height, and give yourself a hug. Take them nice and wide, bring the other hand on top. So one over, one under. Really wrap yourself up. If you're feeling okay, tap the feet as well. Keep the lower body going. Okay, last one. This time, arm circles. So take the hands down by your sides. If you've got a really large back chair, you might not be able to come back as far. If that's the case, you can sit further forward and do arm circles and not catch the back of your chair. So with all of these, just make sure there's nothing nearby that you're going to hit. And take the arms the other way, so circling back. If any furniture's nearby, just sit your chair somewhere else, so you're not going to hit anything. Okay, sitting on the chair nice and high. You're going to reach down, so you're trying to touch the floor, and then go the other way. Try not to lean forward as you do this, so try and stay nice and tall, lifting up through the head as you reach side to side. If you're worried about falling, you can just gently hold the side of the chair as you come down, so you can feel that you're not going to actually go anywhere. If you've got arms on the side of the chair, again, you can hold the arms as you go over. Okay, we're going to rotate to the side, so bring your hands together and just turn to the side, keeping your eye gaze on your thumb or your fingers, and just twist gently side to side. So you should feel the long muscles of the back just start to stretch a little bit as we go. And remember to breathe, really important to breathe lots when you're exercising. It can be very easy to hold your breath, so try to stop if you can, And just relax, breathing deep. Okay, relax. This time holding on to your band. So the wider you can take your hands, the better. So it doesn't matter which type of band you have. Bring the arms up and take them behind you. So we're moving on from the big circles we did. This time we're going to add a bit of resistance. If that feels okay, work the hands in slightly further. And then keep going. See if you can bring the hands in closer. You'll get to a point where you have to pull the band apart to take it behind you. This is fine. Sitting up tall. So work the hands in. Once you've done this a few times, you'll know where your hands need to be. Just gently use the power of the arms to push out as you go. Try not to lock out the arms too much. Just a gentle bend in the elbows as you go over. One more. Okay, just relax and move the legs again. Obviously, if your coordination's good, feel free to keep the legs jogging all the way through. Okay, first exercise we're going to do is a sit to stand. So you don't need any equipment. If you cannot stand, I'll give you a further leg exercise later on. But bring yourself to the front half of the chair. So feel like you're comfortably sitting on the chair. The whole of your buttocks are on there. You want your feet hip width apart or slightly wider for stability. And you're trying to push into your heels as you come up. Easiest option, hand on the thighs. You're going to lean forward and then push into your heels to stand up tall. When you stand up, make sure you're standing up tall. Keep the hands on the thighs, sit back onto your chair. Really important to make sure that your chair isn't on a slippery surface. If you're feeling okay, you might want to do prayer hands to come up. Or hands to hips. If you're on a lower chair, this will be harder. Higher chair, it will be easier. Okay, another option is hands in front of you. So just hold the arms forward. Try and look forward as you're doing this. So look at a point on the wall. Okay, harder again, hands behind the head. So I'm aiming to do about 10 to 12. If you want more, lift the arms overhead, lift up, sitting down. For all these exercises, you can do it through once or 2 to 3 times. Okay, last one. Okay, give yourself a little shake, you're doing well. Next one, rows. So for this you'll need a band. So again, either tight or if you've got a resistance band, using that. So we're going to hook it over the foot. So you can either keep your heel on the ground if you cannot keep your leg lifted, or lift the leg out in front of you. Keep a gentle knee bend, don't lock the leg out. So gentle knee bend, this will be working the front of the legs as well. Sit up tall, thumbs up, and you're going to pull the arms back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then relax forward. Turn the thumbs in, bring the elbows wide. Relax the arms forward. Okay, make sure you're sat nice and tall in your chair. Your back is supported by the chair. So thumbs up, elbows in, elbows up. So this exercise is working the upper back muscles and behind the shoulders. So really good to get them, give them a workout. So again, you don't have to be super quick. In, 2, out, 2. That's perfectly good. If you're finding it easy, take the hands further down the band and it gives you a bit more resistance. So thumbs up, elbows in, elbows out. If you're going to do this through twice, in round 1, have one leg lifted, round 2, have the other leg lifted. If you were doing it in one go, just swap the legs over so you're holding the band with the 2 different legs. Okay, after that one, give yourself a little roll through the shoulders, Release the arms a little bit. The next one we're going to do is a chest press, and you can do this in a couple of ways. So you can do it with your band. So taking the band behind you, if you just have it between the chair and yourself, so it's just sitting under the shoulder blade, then you can lean against the band and it won't go anywhere. So holding onto the band nice and tight, you're going to push the arms forward like you're doing a press up, pull the arms back to your shoulders. So look forward, sit up tall. So this works the chest muscles and the front of the shoulders. This one can also be done with your cans of beans. So if you didn't want to use your bands, have your cans of beans. Sit yourself further forward in the chair and lean back a little bit. So you're slightly lying backwards. And in this case, you're going to lift up with the beans, pull them back to your shoulders. So if you have small weights at home, they're fine too. Any sort of weight, you can make weights out of lots and lots of things in the home. So up, 2, back, 2. So bring the elbows nice and wide. Try and look where you're taking the weights. So again, 12 of these is good. More if you're feeling comfortable. And going through the whole thing, doing a couple of rounds is great. 3 if you have plenty of time. Not much time, just do 1. Okay. Again, after doing that one, relax the shoulders. The next one we're going to do is a leg press. So this is an alternative leg exercise if you cannot sit to stand. But you can do this additionally if you were feeling good with your sit to stand as well. You'll need a resistance band for this one. Holding onto the band nice and tight. This time the arms aren't moving, it's the leg. So band underneath the foot, pull the elbows in tight, so really grip your sides, and this time straightening the leg and then bending the leg. So as you straighten, the leg muscles have to use tension to straighten the band, and then relax up. You'll need to just make sure the band doesn't slip off the bottom of your foot. And just watch your grip. So as you're holding onto the band, just make sure it's not too difficult for your hands. Trying to push forward, toes lifted where you can. And change legs halfway through. So push forward, pull back. Again, you want to make sure your back is against the chair as you're sitting there. If you find it hard to have your leg out straight in front of you, feel free to push down. The muscles find this easier because they're pushing down into it using gravity, but slightly less strain on your stomach muscles. Okay, relaxing there. So the next one we're going to do is bicep curls. So bicep curls can be done with your band or with your cans of beans. If you're going to use the band, pop it underneath your foot. Just hold on in front of you with one hand, and the other hand, elbow in. You're going to pull the hand up to your shoulder and relax down. So no tension at the bottom, pull up, tension, relax. You can hold it in a number of ways. You can have your palm up for bicep curls, or you can hold the band through with the thumb up and bring thumb to shoulders. Either is fine, go with what you're comfortable with. So you want to feel like you're making a big squeeze. So right here, squeezing as you lift. And again, if you have got a really good band, just be careful, make sure you hold on tight to the other side so it doesn't flick up and catch you. So halfway through you would change sides. Again, same thing, 12 to 15 on each side is good, or as many as you're able to do. Nice and slow. So up, 2, down, 2. If you'd rather use your beans, okay, you can hold your tins, one in each hand. So again, elbows always stay in for biceps, so bring your hands up to the shoulders, relax down. So up, 2, down, 2. Again, nice and relaxed. Push your back in against the chair. And the same with this. You can have the beans with your palms facing up, or you can have your thumbs facing up. It doesn't matter which you choose to do, just as long as you keep moving. So we're going to finish off with the core exercise next. Okay, so pop your beans away. So this time, bringing yourself forward on your chair. So you're going to sit forward, make sure your bottom's supported and lean back. You can hold onto your chair for support here. Don't let your back curl. Try and keep yourself nice and straight. So the top of the shoulders are pushing into the chair. It will depend on your dining chair as to how you can sit. But just sitting further forward if you're able to. You can do it sitting up, but you're bringing knees to chest. So to feel it a little bit more in the stomach, you need to be sat further forward. So leaning back slightly, pull knees to chest, and try and lift the toes too. So rather than letting the toes fall, squeeze toes towards the ceiling as you bring the knee up. Try and keep that nice knee bend as you move. If you're feeling okay, don't hold on. So prayer hands or arms out. That will make you use your stomach a little bit more. So if you can, again, move for 2, move down for 2. So the slower you do some of these, it can work you a little bit harder. But as long as you're moving, it's all good. Okay, so once you've done your 12 to 15, that's your workout finished. So you can either start again and do a second or third round, or you can come into a stretch. So when you're finished, give yourself just a little rock from side to side, wiggle of the hands and feet. So stretching is just as important as the warming up and the exercises themselves. So I'm going to give you a number of stretches to help here. So for the first one, we're going to sit further forward in your chair. You're going to keep one leg bent and straighten the other leg out, and just put your hands on the bent leg and push your belly forward. So it's really important that we don't bring noses down. We're trying to bring the chest forward, look forward. So you should find you feel this all the way down the back of your legs. If you're feeling really comfortable, you can reach further down, but make sure your back stays nice and straight. Once you've held for 10 seconds, you're going to change the legs over. So bend, straighten, lift the toes, lean forward. Okay, sit yourself up. The next one is a tricky one if your balance is not so good or if your chair is not so stable. For this one, you're going to sit slightly over to one side, so you should feel like one part of your bottom isn't on the chair. You're going to hold on to the chair on the other side, and you're going to try and hold on to your ankle. This time, let the knee come down, sitting up tall. So this one stretches the fronts of the legs, so we stretch the back of the legs just now. If you cannot reach your ankle, you can wrap a band around your ankle and hold on to the band instead. So any knee bend is good. Just try and hold the heel as high as you can get it. And changing the legs over. So change your position. And again, holding onto the outside of the chair to give you support. Hold onto your ankle, push the knee down, try and sit up nice and tall. So after 10 seconds, relax, bring yourself to a nice sitting position. And we're going to stretch the upper body. So one arm across the chest, hold on to the forearm or upper arm, stay off your elbow, pull it across your chest and look over your shoulder. Sometimes it's really easy to pull the shoulder up, try and bring everything down so it's relaxed. So this is stretching a bit of the upper back and the back of the shoulder here. And again, after 10 seconds, change sides. So stretching shouldn't be painful. If you feel any pain, really important to ease off. So if you brought it in and feel pain, relax out a little bit. You just want to feel the point of tension and hold, not cause yourself any harm. The next one, a nice upper back stretch. So clasp your hands, tuck your chin, push forward and round through your back. We don't often say that. We normally tell you to keep a straight back, but in this case, tuck your chin round the back and maybe push your elbows out. So this is a big tree hug. And the final one, we're going to stretch the chest. So take fingers behind your head. Pull your elbows and shoulder blades back. So the further you can pull them back, the more you'll feel it. So it stretches across the chest and the front of the shoulders. Try and sit tall, look forward. And again, we're holding for 10 seconds. Okay, once you finish your stretching, give yourself a little roll and relax. If you do feel any pain afterwards, shouldn't be too much pain for exercises like this. Sometimes it's your muscles getting used to working out if you're not used to it, but just bear with it. Any severe pain, you would need to go and be checked out by a doctor. Thank you for watching.